right, hello wine drinking people. Time for more of what I've had to drink yesterday, bringing you our wine drinking people all the wines that are available in South Florida. Well, everything that I've tasted anyways, and this is a portfolio we know very well here. Classical Wines of Spain. Our good friend Robert Schaefer was in to show us some new releases from Alejandro Fernandez's portfolio and from some other things that they've got. This is one of the top importers of Spanish wine in this country, and some great values in this portfolio. It's just amazing the stuff you can get from Spain for short money. Old vines, estate bottled fruit, like this Legado de Conde Albarino from Rías Baixas. This is the second label for Morgadillo, but it's all estate fruits. Very bright and clean nose, lime blossoms, a hint of briny mineral, ginger ale-like note there to this wine. Bright and refreshing on the tongue with that lime citrus, a little green melon, and a hint of that salty mineral coming through on the finish. Very refreshing. $15 a bottle. Very good little juice. And then the K5. This is a wine that is from northern Spain. It's from a grape called Handarabi Zuri. Chacolite is the whole region, and then there's, the best area is called Getaraco. So these names are very hard to pronounce. And, these wines, very bright and crisp, really high-toned, lime blossom. This one's got a briny note, really savory, even on the bouquet. And this wine doesn't have the classic spritz that you get with this varietal. And usually they're very low in alcohol. This wine's has a little more richness to it, a little more ripeness. Really permeating acidity, though, on this wine. That savory lime really showing through, leaving the tongue salivating for food. A long kind of briny finish here. This one's a little expensive for Chacolite. Usually they're under $20, $32.25. Maybe one of the best Chacolites that I've ever had, but a little bit expensive. We usually expect those wines to be under $20. All right, the C.H. Bears Riesling Impulse from the Mosel. This vintage is all estate bottle, but they've had such a demand for this product, they're going to be beefing up the production, so they're going to be buying some fruit for this wine. White peach and lime citrus on the nose, a whiff of that gravelly, minerally, not really petrol, but a similar kind of aroma to that. Notes of residual sugar here, but still very fresh. This one's a real crowd pleaser and zesty on the finish. Leaves the tongue salivating for food for like $12, a great little value. And then what may be the greatest value that I've had this year from Germany, 2002, C.H. Bears Waylander Klostenberg Cabinet. 2002 vintage, $18.75. It's got a little bit of evolution showing here on the nose, but still remarkably fresh. White peach and lime blossom fruit, showing with a hint of that fresh slate minerality. Remarkably fresh on the palate here, showing a little bit of evolution. This wine is over 10 years old, but you wouldn't know it by the color of the wine. It still has a lovely, delicious green apple and peach fruit, tangy acidity, pretty floral note showing through the finish with a hint of that slate-like mineral. Excellent juice. What a great value. All right, then the Laurignon Rioja Reserva, blend of 90% Tempranillo, 10% Graciano, aged for 16 to 22 months in American oak. A little more international style this wine is, with a good hand of ripe cherry, wild strawberry fruit, hints of brown spice, dill, and coconut. Smooth and polished wine on the palate with ripe berry fruit, fine tannins, and nice freshness here at $18.75, a really good value. 2009 El Viniculo, talking about a great value. We've got the old label here, and the 05 is $30. This wine's down to under $20, $18 a bottle. Made from all purchase fruit. This is, I think, the only wine in Alejandro's portfolio that is. It's 100% Tempranillo, unfined and unfiltered, like all of Alejandro's wines. Showing dark berry fruit with notes of dried meat, dark spices on the nose, dill, pickling spice-like, and a little pencil lead there. Very well-built wine with lots of everything. Very forward and drinkable style, but got good structure here and depth for a wine at this price. What a value. $18. Wow. Then the Condado Lajazo from Ribera del Duero. Maybe the best value in Ribera at $22.50. This was a project they started with a 94 vintage, and today it's all estate bottled fruit. So is Pesquera. They manage all the vineyards, and they managed to purchase all the vineyards, rather. It took them 10 years on this south-facing slope to get all the little growers finally to sign off. But really good amount of dark berry fruit, some dried floral notes, sweet tobacco spice, dried meaty notes in this wine, lovely complexity on the nose, and incredible value. Dark cherry fruit, tobacco spice, a little licorice held firmly in place with a good hand of acidity. Excellent juice, man, for $22.50. Wow. Talk about another excellent value, Dehesa de la Granja. And this wine is also all estate fruit now. The 2003 was the first vintage of this wine. And it's got a little bottle age to it, 2006 at $19.50. Wow, a lot of fresh cloud black earth, light smoky nuance, some soy and dry meat aromas. big and chewy on the tongue with some good hand of tannins here, ripened around with black spice, fresh acidity, very balanced. This wine could go another 10 years in your cellar. One of the best values in the Alejandro lineup. Another $20. Amazing. Excellent juice. The El Paro, we're going off to Bierzo here. Rojo, which this is the entry-level wine, and that means the vines are only 30 years old, which is older than most people's vines, and for $15.75, what a great little introduction to Mencia, which is from Bierzo. Mencia is the grape, and a host of exotic floral and spice notes here to the nose, complementing that dark blackberry and blueberry fruit, violets and lavender floral notes, espresso, dark spices, lovely complexity here, but a soft and easy drinking wine on the palate. A little bit of that wild character showing still in the finish, but still quite fresh and lively wild herbs and floral notes. Very good juice at $15.75. And then the Passanel Ceps New. This is one of the better values from the Priorat, and it's got 70% Grenache, 10 Merlot, 15% Cabernet, and a bit of Syrah in there. A little bit of oxidation, though, showing this one was open the day before and not as fresh as the other ones. It didn't last quite as good, but still has some nice, pretty floral and herbal notes, a hint of that licorel slate that you get from the Priorat. A big and chewy wine on the palate, still showing some nice sweet fruit here, a good hand of that slate minerality, black licorice, lavender floral notes, and some chalky tannins coming in on the finish. But still got a lot of fruit on the palate. Excellent juice at $27.75. That's what we had to drink with our friends from Classical Wines of Spain. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying, remember, always drink the good stuff first.